Now, I like to travel. I like to go to different places, see different cultures, look at the way they live their life, look at their buildings, look at their architecture. One of the countries that I like to go to is China. Yes, I love to go to China. It is my new motherland. Now, every time I go to China, I'll use Air Asia. Why? Come on, Air Asia is the cheapest. And as a Malaysian, we always find the cheapest options available. So when I go to China, I will use Air Asia. Every time I board the plane to China, there will be one or two funny incidents. This happened. I think this happened when in my second or third time going to China. And on that day, it was so crowded. The whole, you have to enter a room before boarding the plane. And when I entered that room, everyone was Chinese. At the front, at the back, left, right, all Chinese. And they all were shocked to see me, a black man, going to China. They must have thought, oh, this guy probably he came here a bit too early. Probably he wants to rest here, wait for the next flight. So okay, fine, whatever. They made an announcement to board the plane to China, and I was sitting down. I waited for everybody to go. I was the last person to board the plane. Now, before you board the plane, you must give your passport as well as your ticket to the person behind the counter. And on that day, on that trip, the person looked at my passport and then looked at me with a serious face. He said, "Excuse me, sir, the plane to India is that side." And he looked at me again with a serious face. I replied, "明年我喜欢去中国 for holiday. Every year I like to go to China for holiday." And the guy's mouth just fell. I looked at him and I said, bro, can I enter the plane?" He said, sure. Yes. So I boarded the plane. I had to look for my seat number to put my bags and to find my seat so that I can sit down and chill. As I was walking, looking for my seat number, this child just stood up and said, "Mama, Baba, 他是一个海人. Mom and Dad, he's a black man." And I wanted to have some fun with the child. I went, Hiren, Zainali. Black man, where's the black man? Was she in the van? And the child was shocked. I could see his face turning red. He was embarrassed. And the parents, they looked at me and they smiled. I think they were also embarrassed. Never mind. My seat number was somewhere at the back of the plane. So I was walking towards the back, and people at the back obviously don't know that I can speak in Mandarin. So as I was walking, I saw my seat 45A. So as I was walking there was this one Chinese auntie. I swear she was 60, perhaps 55, and she went there. Huh? Ivan? Black guy? And I went there. Sure, 我是海文，很高兴认识你。我可以说汉语。Yes, I'm a black man. Nice to meet you. I can speak in Mandarin. So the people around us were like surprised, like, no way, I can speak Mandarin. 我可以 I purposely said it out loud. 我可以说汉语 I can speak in Mandarin. I said it out loud and slowly so everybody could hear. I sat down on my seat and I was relaxing. I was listening to music, my headphones on. I was listening to music for 30 minutes. And I think after a while, I felt a tug on my shirt. I opened my eyes. I saw about 5 Chinese aunties and a few Chinese children looking at me. And I looked at them. And I replied, 你好, 我可以帮助你吗？你要一个问题 Translation: Hello, can I help you? Do you have any questions? And immediately after I said the last sentence, 你要一个问题? These people started clapping their hands. They were surprised to see I managed to communicate to them in not so perfect Mandarin. I can admit, not so perfect Mandarin, but yeah, they clapped their hands. I was taken aback. No one will clap their hands because they've met a person who could speak Mandarin. But that was fine. As we got down from China, as the plane reached China, I got down from the plane. I took my bag and I was pushing my trolley to the custom, and I could see people just looking at me. Now, when you're in the Chinese airport, taking your bags, you cannot take out your cell phone and take a picture. That's not illegal, but you're not supposed to do it. So as I was pushing the trolley with my bag, people were just looking at me with a surprise. And I went back, 你好, and they were even more surprised. As I was pushing my trolley towards the custom, I met a custom officer and I gave him my passport and I gave him my flight ticket and the visa slip, the entrance slip. I gave it to him. Now he didn't look at me. He just looked at my passport. He opened my passport and then he looked at me. And I replied, 你好. I replied in Mandarin. I am here to go for a holiday. And he was surprised. How? He was so happy. He didn't ask me any questions. He just looked at my itinerary. He merely glanced at it, and he took his stamp, stamped it, and said, "Have a nice trip in China." Sure. So, yeah, every time I go to China, there will be some one or two incidents that are funny.